Um, Alright, so this is gonna be my third time trying to film this video. So I'm filming it on my phone because my iPad is not working, apparently. But I finally was able to make an appointment to see my counselor about getting on medicine for my mental health disorder. And in that video, I just talked about like my experience, like being bullied growing up, and my experience with having like trauma from that, having trauma from just my childhood and all that. And trying to navigate that, like trying to have friends, trying to feel better, like while I'm in college, because it's hard for me to even do like the simplest stuff that we're supposed to do in class because of my mental health struggles. And I feel like I've adopted like a lot of new like strategies to focus on like when I feel that way, like reading and journaling and making videos. But I feel like nothing replaces like an actual in-person social interaction. And that's what we kind of like talked about in my class today, was that a lot of people just depend on like social media or games to interact with people, when in reality that just makes us worse, and it makes us more isolated from each other, and it doesn't fulfill like the same requirements that and like an in-person like reaction, like social interaction would give you. And yeah, I have filmed this video so many times that I don't even want to really talk anymore. But basically, I've tried, forgot what it's called again. I've tried sertraline when I was younger. I tried ADHD medicine. I tried Lexapro and Prozac a year ago, and I feel like that made me worse instead of better. Like I felt like I was numb. I had like no emotions. I felt like I was always doing like risky stuff. And I feel like the difference between me now is that I don't have as much anxiety, but at the same time, like that's because I don't feel like the world around me is real. Like I feel like I could do anything and just magically get away with it. Like that's how I feel. And I always like switch between being like the happy go lucky alcoholic partier fashionista shopping type of girl, and then I go back to being the sad, shy, like hateful, thinking everybody's out to get me type of girl. Then it just depends like on the day, like what my mood is, like which mood I will like have. And I talked with my last counselor about that, and she was like screening me for like borderline personality disorder, but she said that she thought that maybe Like, it was just my anxiety and depression, like, causing the symptoms of just feeling like I'm disconnected and all that other type of stuff. But one thing that she also mentioned was that it was very risky for my doctors before to, like, just put me on, like, a SSRI or whatever, like, without a mood stabilizer, because I am autistic. So that's, like, one thing that she said was that usually autistic people, they get, like, a mood stabilizer along with their SSRI. And yeah, I'm just hoping that this time maybe will be the magic time where I feel better, because I don't want to be relying on alcohol and spending money and partying to make me feel better. And especially because I can't really do that here, like, at college. I can't just, like, party every day, because then I'll just get bad grades or whatever and drop out. But yeah, that's the end of my video, because I am tired of trying to record videos and not having them work. So hopefully this time it worked. Because I do need, like, a way to vent with people without, like, saying it to, like, everybody's faces or whatever. So yeah, bye.